We are back at it again in the damn Camry. What's up everyone, Mike here doing a vlog today, and yes, I am still in the Camry, although try not to be too disappointed here, but I got word earlier that I'm going to be picking up the Hellcat later on this evening, so this very well may be the last video you see with the Camry in it. I know I'm personally devastated. But anyway, let's get to the main point of this video, and that is the new Top Gear series trailer that I just watched the other day on YouTube. And now, of course, this is the Top Gear reboot on BBC. This is not the one on Amazon Prime or anything like that. But basically, I watched the trailer and it was a bit of a shit show, just the comments and the like to dislike ratio. When I watched it, it had like 1 million views and I think about 50,000 dislikes and about 10,000 likes. So obviously a real struggle there on the like to dislike ratings. But anyway, to be fair, a lot of that is just people hopping on the hate train and people just saying, oh, well, it's not the Top Gear I wanted with Jeremy, Richard, and James, so fuck that, dislike. And I totally get that. But a lot of people probably went into it with an open mind, like myself, and just really didn't like it. And I did go into it with an open mind because although, yeah, I still, first of all, I'll fully admit that the way the whole thing went down with the Top Gear and Jeremy, I think is ridiculous, and I think it's a reflection on the absurd, overly sensitive world that we live in now. But what are you going to do? So even admitting that, I did go in with an open mind because what's not to like about another automotive program to watch? It's just more entertainment for car people. So, I was looking for something cool there in that video, but I gotta say, honestly, I really just didn't like it at all. I felt like the writing was the same, and I felt like they just kind of brought in new people, just threw them in there and said, okay, here, now you imitate them as best you can, and we'll give you the same writing and everything, and try to make it work. When, I really feel like they should have made it totally different. Let Matt LeBlanc and Chris Harris, who are both good people, who I like, by the way, let them shine in their own way. Don't, put them in the same exact situations and scenarios with the same writing and tell them to live up to the old Top Gear, because that's just never going to work. And I know that Chris Harris has said that, he's really stressed out about trying to live up to that potential, and it's not fair to them either to say that they have to live up to the old hosts, because it's never going to happen. You don't get chemistry like that at all. And I know that they switched it up a little bit, instead of the 3 people, they have 2 now, and I think they have other people that might kind of, guest host or guest star, so to speak, throughout the series, and they have a race car driver, kind of like 5th Gear from the other Top Gears across the world. But, I honestly feel like Top Gear is just something special. It's something that you can't recreate, and therefore they should have gone a totally different direction with it, because here's the thing. Top Gear, with the network they have, we know that the people who do the filming and the editing and everything else, we know that they are super capable. We know that they're going to get access to the best locations and everything like that. So the only thing that really matters are the hosts, and they should be allowed to shine in their own way. And I felt like I was watching almost, dare I say, a cringe compilation. It just felt really cringy and awkward, like they were trying to do the same jokes, like I said before and everything. And I don't know, it wasn't something that I was like, oh, I'm really excited for this. I was like, oh, that's not going to be funny. It's just going to be, really kind of, I don't know, lame. But, I can't say too much here being negative about it. My God, the show hasn't even come out yet. So I will definitely watch it and definitely give it a fair shake and try to give it a chance, because I think it will be, of course, as time goes on, maybe you get a little bit more used to it. I think it'll get better. But really, I was kind of disappointed in the whole thing. The trailer didn't look good to me at all. I was hoping for something a little bit different than what I saw. But, it is what it is, and you can't change that. And I'm really looking forward to the new show on Amazon Prime with the old hosts. I think that's going to be awesome. So even if this new show sucks, at least we still have that to watch. So I'll put a link to that video in the description below. I don't want to go on and on for too long here. The one last thing I want to say, though, about the BBC and why I put none of the blame on Matt LeBlanc or Chris Harris whatsoever. And I'm not just saying that to be nice. I really don't blame them at all. I blame the network entirely. And here's why. They are just really shitty people, and they make constantly bad decisions. And here's why I know that. Because if they really believed that Clarkson was a bad person and that he was a bad representation of what they believe in and what their morals are, whatever, then they would stop playing all of the Top Gear episodes and the remakes and everything else. He's the same person now as he was back then, and they're still showing all these episodes and all these new compilations, and they're still making like new compilations of Top Gear episodes for people to watch to keep it fresh, and it's for money, and it's because they know people want to watch him. They're so see-through with that, the fact that they just continually play him over and over again on episodes, and but they can't make a new show with him. doesn't make any sense. So that's what really pisses me off about them. And no doubt some of that anger and frustration with the whole thing is showing through, and probably subconsciously I was thinking that the whole time during the trailer, so it's hard to give it a really fair chance. But anyway, like I said, I'll put the link to that video in the description. Definitely check it out if you haven't already, and let me know what you think of it. Hopefully you come away with some better thoughts than I did. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Always appreciated. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe and take care. Have a fantastic day.